The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into it and back at it and happy to have you along for the ride. We're Tom and Steve, and we do a little thing called The Local Show where we champion local businesses in and around our area.
Tom. Remember when we couldn't figure out what to name this thing? And we were going, it's a local show, and what are we going to call it? It's and you look at me, you're like, just call it the Local Show, stupid. And I don't know if you said stupid. It certainly was in your edge.
When I speak with you, it's always implied stupid. All the time. But
and you know what? And that did make sense. It didn't have this other, so it's worked for the last 6 years.
Yeah, it's been all right. Yeah. So Victory in Motion thought it was pretty good, and they decided to sponsor the studio here.
Yeah, well, most people don't know that you don't have to necessarily go into the knife if your knee hurts.
Yeah.
And how many friends of yours and mine have had knee replacements?
Well, a lot.
All of them?
like your brother-in-law there, and then he ended up getting an embolism or something from it. It's just,
it's scary stuff, but we were talking with them earlier this week, and they're helping people. And if someone's got, you're going to need a knee replacement, you should at least make a call, get a second opinion,
right?
Because they do some things that are not surgery. I don't know about you. I don't like surgery, Tom.
No, if you can avoid it, avoid it. They do the platelet replacement. That's your blood platelets. Not platelet.
I like platelet.
Platelets.
Yeah,
that's why I'm not a doctor.
But they're like. So actually, I'm going to be heading out there right before long because
you get checked out. They do that full evaluation, so you can go out there and get an assessment of your whole body.
Right.
And they have all of the equipment right there. So a few hours over there, they'll know everything that's going on in your body.
Yeah, I saw a video of myself. I look like Festus from Gunsmoke walking along. So I figured I probably should go see these guys. Give them a call. They're great on the phone. 685-7544. And just say, hey, tell me about this thing, this knee repair. 685-7544, victoryinmotion.com, Tom.
It's great to bring back somebody from the show that we had on a while ago, Jeff Taylor. He's the owner of the Wild Animal Park over there in Chittenango. How are you there, Jeff?
Not too bad. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. I've heard a lot of great things. Well, I heard great things before, but now it's even better. You've gotten bigger, better, and all that. First of all, tell people where you came from. Like, how did you start this thing?
I just started with a couple goats. And
were you a farmer? Were you?
I grew up on a farm until I was about 8 years old, and
out in Chittenango here locally.
Chittenango, yep. I've lived my whole life in Chittenango. And
gotcha.
My parents got out of farming when I was 8, and I was mad, and I wanted to be a farmer when I.
You wanted to? Okay,
that's great.
I think it worked out better in the long run.
So you were an 8-year-old madman, boy.
Yeah. But I think it worked out because farmers are the hardest workers out there.
Absolutely.
They struggle, and I'm fortunate to have my business and do pretty well with it.
So you had a couple of goats. What made you think zoo?
On the farm, I had a few opportunities where we had raccoon babies we found in the haymow, and we raised them, and we never caged them. We just kept them around, and they were like pets, and that was my passion for exotics, and it's crazy. Like, they'd follow me around when I rode my bike, and and then because we didn't cage them in the fall, they would always take off and go out into the wild, and I think that's where it started, and just being around the cows and stuff, and that's just where my passion grew, and it was my dream. And
so you became Dr. Doodle, started collecting animals, or what?
Yeah, well, my parents always said, like, I want to get animals that you can get whatever you want when you move out of the house, and I took it to another level.
Oh my goodness! So how many animals do you have now?
I would say 700, maybe somewhere around there.
Good golly, you're kidding me!
A lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah,
the wild. Yeah. So what can people see? You have like a couple of different flavors of the wild. You can have a safari, or you can come in and look at the zoo. Explain the two options.
Yeah, we've got the zoo, the walk-through zoo, where we have all the big cats from around the world, primates, pygmy hippos, giraffe. And then we have a separate...
Big cats. Talk to me about big cats. What kind?
Lions, tigers, cheetah, leopard, snow leopard, mountain lion, jaguar.
Do you got to feed them? Do you feed them meat, like the raw meat and stuff?
Oh yeah, we go through about 6,000 to 7,000 pounds a month.
Oh yeah.
So
that's a little more than me.
Yeah.
You had me a jaguar.
Yeah. They're like I always say they're like a leopard on steroids. They're just like massive and muscular and yeah.
Well, what are the favorite animals that people always want to see and like
I would
hang around? Maybe
say
more?
like the giraffe, and when I was gonna get giraffe, it was obviously a big expense bringing them in. My zoo was doing good, said it's gonna take you down.
So wait, this is the same father that said, you know what? When you move out, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So we love him, but he's conservative, right?
For sure.
So you just got the one giraffe?
No, we have 7, I think.
Oh,
now.
golly. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, no. And my parents, they always question, just looking out for me, but they're the best supporters that I could ever
That's
have.
wonderful.
So talk giraffe. So, I mean, is giraffe like, hey, Skippy, come here? Do they know their names? Or are they more like, leave me alone? Or what?
I mean, animals, they get used to a routine of going in and out, and they come up and eat from people. You can feed them carrots and stuff. So
Right.
Yeah, and we have the 7 now, but part of that group or the herd is going over to the new facility, the Haven Resort and Event Center. So that's part of those giraffes.
So tell us about the Haven Event Center. Tell us about that.
So that's my new big project. It's basically it's going to be a resort. You can stay there. We have the big cat bungalows where you literally stay in a room. Your bed, you look out the window and there's tigers right there in the glass, or the other side there's lions right there in the glass. And we're working on other accommodations that are African luxury tents, where you have a tent that has full bathroom, heat, air conditioning, TV, Wi-Fi.
So like
everything.
glamping.
It's glamping to the extreme, and you can go out on your front porch and look at an African savanna of giraffe, zebra, kudu. We're working on getting that open for this summer, and it's just a different experience, not what you'd really expect in Chittenango. We're working on now wolf Airbnbs. There's just a lot there. It's a massive project.
So is this all in the same geographical location? Or is it somewhere up the road?
Everything I have is within a mile, I would say.
Okay.
So trying to kind of create like a tourist destination right in North Chenango.
Right.
Okay. Well, I can do some fishing charters on the backside.
Perfect.
Chenango Creek, you don't bump. You're this side of the creek, right? You don't border the creek.
Yeah, we're not near the creek.
You're closer to the canal, probably, right?
Ish.
Kind of in the middle. Okay.
Yeah, we're north of that, but just everything is just thinking out of the box, trying to create family entertainment. Things for families to go do and enjoy, and that's our goal. And we've got our first event is July, which is coming up pretty quick, and I got a lot of work to do. We have a country Nashville act, Ashley Cook.
Oh, wow.
For a concert, because we'll have an outdoor amphitheater area for concerts, weddings, just a lot that we can do there.
Well,
Yeah.
Tom, you could play a wedding out there, buddy.
Well, yeah, I would love to, because I want to stay closer to home. I get a lot of requests to go all over the place, like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I didn't mind doing that, but now I'm looking for venues to hook up with that I can play close to, because I have pretty good reputation.
And the thing with the event center is we're doing weddings and events there, and then it's going to be like Wednesday, Thursday nights when we're not doing weddings. We're going to have a full outdoor restaurant in the summertime.
Beautiful.
And we're going to have 1-2 person bands come and play, not crazy loud or anything. People can come, look at the African Savannah, get a meal, listen to some music, bring all local acts in.
You're going way off the reservation with that, because now you need chefs, you need kitchen, you need drink, booze, all that stuff.
Started with a guy with a couple of goats.
It's a lot. I'll start with
So
some
when
goats.
does it open in the spring? When's it open?
The Wild opens up in April.
Okay.
The Safari opens shortly after, and then our goal is to have the Haven wrapped up by July for the concert, and then our first wedding that we have booked is September. So
Well, we'd love to have you back regularly. We'll keep the progress going, let people know what's going on. It's how exciting.
Yeah.
I won't stop. We got a lot more plans. I
That
got to
is
get
awesome.
this project finished so I can start another.
So
Good for you.
thewildpark.com.
Yep.
You'll see some things there, and they can get what they want. And thanks for coming in.
Perfect. Thank you for having me.
Jeff Taylor right there. He's the reason why we do this show. We, champion people who have a vision like that. He's the owner of the Wild Animal Park.